sympathy.
Holding my head again, making my way through crowded thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to get out of it. Broke my heart in the dark. I was just trying to feel something, falling asleep to the sound of it. Always used to let you clean up the mess.
Hey guys, I hope you are all well. Today is a splendid, what day is it, Anna?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's a splendid Wednesday here in sunny England. In Stoke-on-Trent, the sun is out to bless this day. You say? Right, if you remember guys, probably, I don't know, coming up to a year ago, I did a video on YouTube showing the house, and we're about a year on. Conveniently from a year ago. Done a lot of work to the house, started sort of from the ground up, working on bits and bobs in the garden, the garage. So it's like probably about, I'm not just saying this, but about a million jobs on the house going on at once. There's construction in the garden, the garage extension, there's bathrooms being done, the kitchen's been done. It's a no end of jobs. Anyway, so obviously we're going through a bit of a tough time at the minute. The world's a bit of a weird and wonderful place right now, so I did a bit of a poll on Instagram. I basically said, is anyone who wants to see the basement now it's done, vote yes or no to sort of see it. 97%, so out of 215,000 people that saw it, 80 odd thousand voted. 97% you want to see the basement, the weight room, the cardio room, the boxing room. So due to popular demand, we are here now. I mean, as you can see, the work started on the house. I've had all the windows and doors replaced. I've had all the gutter and the fascias painted. So there's absolutely, the works began really a year on. I said it'd take a couple of years to do the house up. Year on, we're not even 50% done, so we're nowhere near, but we're getting there. The basement is down here, obviously, can't get in, it's locked, so we'll go in through the front door and then go down through the basement, the way I'd go in the morning. I've locked myself out, so I'll have to knock on and hope somebody's in. Right, so I mean, as you can see, work's going on, all the wallpaper's been scraped off, floor's been done, we've got underfloor heating throughout, so kitchen's done, but that's a separate video. I think we're going to do it in sections, like levels on the house. So part one will be the basement, part two will be this floor, which is obviously the kitchen, which has been done, got office, games room, living room, conservatory, but we're going to go and have a look at the basement. So basically third floor is where I sleep. So literally, I get up in the morning, have my breakfast, and I'm literally down the stairs and I'm in the basement, and that's where I train. Basically, that's where the camp is, so come on. Right, so attention to detail has been pretty high in this house. We've done everything, got all the decorators in, got every wall done, every wall plastered, every crack filled, all the carpets replaced. Nice bits of artwork on, up. So I guess we'll start this side, I think. So I don't know if we'll put something up next to the screen so you can see the difference from what it was when I first moved in. This was literally, it was a nightmare. You know, the whole basement was dark, gloomy, moist, mold up the walls, the carpets, there was different levels. So I just started from scratch. I ripped the basement completely out, and I mean completely. Every bit of wood on the wall, carpet, flap, whatever. Ripped it up, threw it away, started from scratch. The whole basement pretty much needed plastering. Obviously all the walls painting, had spotlights and the bright commercial lights put in just to sort of give it that gym feel. And I started off by rubberizing the floor. So me and Patrick actually did the floor. We decided to do it ourselves. Thought it'd just take an hour, just an hour. Took me 2 days to lay this floor. It was the most stressful job I've ever done in my life, but there you go, it's done. So we moved everything in. Originally, when I first moved in, I put the gym into what is now the boxing room. But it worked out well because whilst everything was there, we did this up and then we moved everything in. So we've got the full squat rack with a bench so we can do the squats, deadlifts and benching on there. We've got a good set of dumbbells from 2.5 kilo all the way up to 80 kilo. There's some good jumps in there. Put all, you know, a nice bit of artwork, put the bars up, made it homely, got stuff to put drinks on. Filled it with all bits of kit that I need for my boxing venture. You know, when I put this room together, I decided I wasn't just going to fill it with every bit of kit I could think of. I specifically thought boxing, so back power, punching power, you know, anything boxing related, I've got it. So we've got like the hammer strength, I don't know what you call it, the row machine for your rhomboid. So this is brilliant for the sort of replicating a punch in the reverse order, which is what I need. Pec deck, we've got a West Side barbell reverse hyper, which has absolutely been like probably one of the best pieces of kit I've had so far. It's absolutely fantastic for recovery. Good cable, setup, lat pull down machine, loads of kettlebells, all the bars and adjustments and whatever else. Swiss ball. It's just got pretty much got everything. What I love about this, obviously because it's my gym, I can do whatever I want. You know, I leave my protein out. I put my stuff on the board. Stuff like my dumbbell drones. You know, you wouldn't get these in a commercial gym. These pass you the dumbbells. You set the height you want. Incline bench, flat bench, whatever. You set the height you want. You put the dumbbell on here. You put it out, and then when you lift it off, it retracts out the way. Fantastic piece of kit. And you just wouldn't get stuff like this in a commercial gym. So stuff like this is just been essential, really. Just taking away that risk factor. You know, someone passing your dumbbell awkwardly and you know, pop your shoulder or whatever. So it's been good to sort of kit out the way I want, have my artwork, you know, my heroes, you know, on the wall. Not anybody else's, my heroes on the wall. So this has been a great little thing. You know, obviously lockdown in the UK has meant gyms have been shut pretty much solid since March 2020. So, you know, we're a year on. Most people haven't had a gym to train in, and I've been super lucky to have this in place. It's meant I can keep training, you know, when gyms are shutting and opening and whatever. I've just carried on, so it's been essential, really. So lucky and blessed to have this in the bottom, you know, the basement of my house. Just got a nice little setup. I keep all my shakers here, all my sleeves, all my kit, all my protein, all my squat shoes, you know, anything I've sort of used and, you know, wanted to take the gym but not had the room. I've got it all here, so it's all just nice and easy. This was, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if we did film in here or not, but this was basically like a black room. So it was a room for producing old negative film, I believe. I had loads of like pipes everywhere, completely ripped it out, put a toilet and a sink in, just smartened it up, bit of storage. I don't sell much merchandise because I do most of my stuff through my partners. You know, I'm with Boohoo Man for the clothing, and with My Protein for the protein, and I just sell. I'm with Alpha Alpha Designs, that we do all the shakers and the belts and the elbow sleeves and wrist wraps. That's all coming out soon. But I just do a few select items on my website, link below. I just sell, signed copies of my book, postcards, A4 posters, signed shakers, and it's just like a bit of a storage for that. I've got loads of storage under the stairs here. That's just all like for restock. And then basically they're all doorways in the gym as well. So there was a doorway there, there was a doorway there, there's a door here, there's a door here. I ripped all the doors out because it just seemed to really separate the rooms and it didn't feel flowing at all. So I ripped all the door frames out, ripped the doors out. So that's the weight room, bathroom. That's where I come down, and then I've got like a cardio / recovery room. This is what I'm most proud of, really. Honestly, I'm not just saying this is probably a better setup than any football club in the world has got. I've got absolutely every single bit of recovery kit you need in this room. I've got a cryotherapy machine that goes down to minus 140 degrees centigrade. 3 minutes in that is absolutely amazing recovery. And then we've got a handheld one as well. If you want to if you've got like an injury, like just a shoulder or just an elbow, you can just freeze just the shoulder or just the elbow. So these two bits of kit have been absolutely essential. Hot and cold treatment is probably one of the best things you can do in terms of recovery. And then I keep all my drinks and food down here, so I don't have to go back up to the kitchen, all my snacks and everything. Keep all my recovery stuff, all my recovery guns. I've got my own physio bed, which is electric, so obviously for ease, and it's a really good quality one, so I can relax on it and everything. Red light therapy and infrared. So, and this is from a company called Red Light Rising. I cannot express enough the benefits of red light therapy and infrared on the muscles, on recovery. I read a study once, and there's been some very detailed studies and sort of investigations into what this does for the human body. I'll give you one example just from the top of my head. There's like a group of say 100 men, 50 did red light therapy on the biceps, 50 didn't. They all trained biceps one weight. After 12 weeks, the 50 that used the red light therapy increased their reps by, I think it was 8.5 on average. The 50 that didn't only increased by 2.5. So it goes to show what difference this can have to the human body in terms of recovery, and all it is basically the oxidizing in the body. Induces heat, so obviously promotes blood flow, helps you sleep. It's absolutely incredible. Honestly, I can't express enough how vital stuff like this has been, and it's all set up. I mean, this is actually a clothes hanger, hanging your clothes from, and I've just adapted it to hang the lights from. And basically when I'm having my physio will do one side of my body whilst the lights are doing the other, and then obviously after however long, 15 minutes whatever, we swap sides, do my front, do my back. It's been a very lengthy process getting all this set up, but it's been worth it. Absolutely worth it. Stuff like this is what makes the difference between winning and losing, and I'm a big believer in doing everything you can. No excuses. If you've got an excuse going into a contest or a fight or whatever, then you've already lost. If you've got no excuses, then in your mind you couldn't have done any more. You've got the utmost confidence, and that's what I'm all about. No excuses, back up your bull, do everything you can and lay it all on the table. That's what I'm doing. Pretty cool setup just for little bits of cardio. So most mornings, especially this time of year when it's cold, I've got ski urge, rower, bike, and then a treadmill, and also got a TV to. What I like to do in the mornings at the minute is do a sort of 20-minute run, usually about 2 miles, 2.5 miles thereabouts, and I watch boxing, and that's my homework. Watching old boxers, watching Muhammad Ali, and the new ones as well, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and just picking up little tips and hints and footwork and stuff like that. So outside what I'm doing in the boxing room, and obviously what my coach is teaching me, you've got to learn as well. And this is easy, 20 minutes on a treadmill whilst I'm doing my homework. It all fits in well. All the bits of recovery kit as well. I always forget what this is called, but it's basically a machine that heats you up from the inside out. You hold the negative, and basically that's the positive. And if you've got like an injury, this is like something that heats your body up from the inside out. Really good for injuries. I've got a shockwave machine, which is basically You'll have seen it, the old Indians just literally use a hammer and chisel, and that creates the inflammation process, helps you recover quicker. So I've got a pneumatic shockwave machine, I've got laser therapy, ultrasound therapy, and obviously I don't know what you call it, like a posh TENS machine, I suppose. You put the suckers on and that's basically a TENS machine. Keep all my lotions, my guns. We've got a schedule that we stick to with my physio that lets him know what body parts we're doing on what days. And then, last but not least, the boxing room. So, I partnered up with RDX. They've been absolutely fantastic, actually, RDX have. They got in touch when I signed the contract to fight Thor. They offered me a ring, they supplied me all the kit, and basically anything I want. And if I want to spar with someone, if there's a boxer I want to sort of collab with, if they're on their books, then just give them a call and they hook it up. But this has been vital, having my own boxing ring at home. I mean, what's this? This is like internally, this is like a 18-foot boxing ring, which isn't. I think a proper boxing ring is like 24 foot, so it's not. I think a proper boxing ring would absolutely fill this room. So we're not too far off what a full boxing ring would be. But this has been vital, absolutely vital. It's been made to my spec. It's got all my logo on it, and the floor, I've had the floor specially made to make my training harder. I know that sounds daft, but it's that good old saying, train hard, fight easy. So I've had the floor made hot, in a certain way to make it harder for me. So when I get into what we call a proper boxing ring, because obviously this is on the floor, boxing rings are spring loaded, make you bounce a bit more, help you sort of move around a bit more. That's how they're designed. So I took that equation away, that spring, and that'll make training a lot harder. Got all my bits of kit, got every single sort of bit of boxing kit you'd sort of think of. Speed ball, double-ended ball, got all my gloves, and RDX have even done me sort of custom body bags, everything else, custom gloves, and these have been made to my hand size, so they're not just any old glove that they've sent me. I've had everything specially made. And it's just a brilliant setup. I keep the temperature very hot in here because I like to train hot. Again, making harder for yourself. So you look up there, I keep the basement at 25 degrees all the time. And that's because basically when you go in these exhibitions, these fights, they're usually under, big crowds. So there's not very much oxygen in there. Lots of lights, TV lights. So obviously you've got lots of beams and heat on you. So I'm trying to recreate that, really, make it as hard as possible. And I stay fully clothed when I box as well now. And again, I'm just really overexerting myself, overheating myself. I've got my heart rate, so what I do is I put my iPad on the side of the ring, wear a heart rate monitor, and nobody has to sort of tell me really, but the team always keep an eye on me. So you can see my heart rate on the screen live as I'm boxing, nice and big, and basically that can gauge whether I'm not going hard enough or too hard. For instance, last week there was a session where my heart rate was over 190 for about 1:30, and then it hit 194. Now my max heart rate's only 187, so obviously one of my training partners was like, Ed, behind the camera, cut it down, man, you're gonna have a heart attack. So because of that, we laid off a little bit. You need it. You absolutely need it. I've got a proper boxing timer as well, so not leaving any stone unturned. I've got all the professional kit, proper boxing boots, shoes, socks, gloves, mitts, wraps. Again, if I'm trying to become a professional boxer, then you've got to get all the professional kit. I've had to kit out the basement as a workplace. Because I've signed a contract, I am a professional athlete, so I can still train, during these lockdown measures that they put in place in the UK. So I've had to turn the basement basically into a workplace. So I've had to put temperature checks on the way in for my coach, touchless hand sanitizers. We've got bleaching points and cleaning stations. Being as safe as I can be, really, within the circumstances. My coach comes, he does his sanitizer, checks his temperature. He has regular COVID tests anyway because of his job. Basically nothing from downstairs goes upstairs. So because I like to keep my house sort of business and life, So basically the basement's mine, to the wife's disgust. It's mine. I've got the gym, boxing room, the cardio room. It's all mine. So it's a fantastic setup. I couldn't wish for anything more. One thing I am having done as well, because a part of the camp, to me a boxing camp is, you know, you do your weights, you do your recovery, and obviously you do your boxing. Another big aspect is the recovery is the wet side, so the hot and cold treatment. Yes, I'm doing bits on the bed, but actual hot and cold treatments, so sauna, steam, cold pool, hot tub, you know, these are all essentials. So I'm having that built in the garden, so I'm having a proper building built. So actually we'll go out this way and I'll show you what's happening outside. I'll get my hoodie back on. Excuse the mess, excuse like the dirt on the floor and doors left everywhere. As I say, there's extensive work going on in the house. This is basically my spa. It's about 60% complete. It's going up pretty quick. I've had builders here on and off because of the weather, the snow and everything, so it's been very hit and miss getting this done, but the beams are finally up, so the roof should be flying up in the next week, and then I can get going on the internals. So I've got my own swimming pool, so that's what they call an infinity pool. So it's about 7 meters long and it's like a river and you swim against the current, so it's like an unlimited pool basically, and I use that for swimming. It's absolutely fantastic for getting your cardio, keeping your joints loose. And then at the other end it's got a hot tub. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Right, so I can't lift that up because all the scaffolding's above, but that ends the infinity pool. That's if I keep that about 36 degrees, so it's a really nice temperature to be in. And then this is the hot tub, that's set at 40 degrees. So, because it's not been used for so long, it's all gone stiff.
That's what she said.
Michael, please. Please.
Mwah!
Oh, Jesus. Then we've got the cold tub. So this is essentially a hot tub, but it's got a refrigerator on it. I usually keep that about 5 to 6 degrees centigrade. Absolutely freezing. One of these rooms is going to be a sunbed slash shower slash toilet, and then the other room is going to be a sauna. Yeah, like quite, you know, for just for me and my training partner, it's going to be quite a decent sauna really. So it's all to come, you know. And again, this is having my own sort of spa facilities. With what's going on in the world right now, I really don't want to go to a gym. I don't want to go sit in a sauna with 10 old men breathing the same air, coughing and spluttering. I can't have that, you know. As a professional athlete, I can't have that. So this is why I'm having this made. It's all about creating that perfect environment. Every day up, I get up, I do my weights, come back, have my dinner, I'll go back down, I'll stretch, I'll do my boxing, I'll then do my physio in the sort of physio room. And then straight from the physio room, after I've eaten, I'll come into the spa, I'll stretch in the big swimming pool because it's nice and warm, and then I'll come into the sauna, I'll do my hot and cold treatments, I'll have a bit of a sunbed, I'll have a shower, and then get dressed and I'm back in the house, and you know, it's all done and dusted. So it's about creating that perfect environment for an athlete, which I am doing. You know, the house is really built for an athlete, you know, so if I ever come to sell it, it'd be pretty hard because it's literally just, you know, unless you're a pro boxer or a pro footballer or something, you're not really going to want anything that's been put in here. But it's for me, this is my forever home. So this is something that I will no doubt use for years and years and years to come. So I'm very happy the way things are going. It'll probably be about another month or so until all the spa is done, and we'll do an update on that, I think. So hope you enjoyed that little tour of the house. The basement's looking fantastic. I'm really happy with it, and the spa is the next project really. So roof on, windows in, plastered, electrics, so there's got a lot of work to do, but I'm really looking forward to it, and I'll get you guys back when it's all done. We'll have a look round. But thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for the interest and everything else. Anything else you want to see, hit me up in the comments, but please like the video and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Big love, the beast. Take care.